All right, guys, you're going to enjoy this episode. There's a whole bunch of shenanigans going on. Preston about loses his mind. Um, the intrusive thoughts definitely won. Just a heads up, you guys probably you haven't seen this before. Oh yeah, Bryce is here too.
What's up,
Um,
y'all?
we now have a much better audio system and a much better way to record these podcast episodes. But that was done after this was recorded. So this episode is still going to be the normal, not so great sound quality with the not so great Discord and the not so great everything. So hopefully better things are in store for the near future. I've got a soundboard. I've got different ways to mix and control audio. Hopefully there shouldn't be any more audio lag or like repeating audio or any of that stuff. I should be able to take care of all of it. So yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick disclaimer before watching this video. We appreciate you guys sticking with us.
Yep, thank y'all.
And yeah, we hope you guys enjoy it. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Good Game Sportscast. I'm joined here with Preston yet again.
Welcome to the last ever episode of the podcast.
This will be the last
to ever be recorded.
No, that's not completely true.
Last episode. We're retiring after this.
We're retiring from using crappy software. I'm going to try and find a different way to record this because I'm tired of the pain in the tail that is setting up through Discord and OBS. It's not
I'm
great.
tired, period.
Oh, you're retiring, period? Well, I guess that leaves Bryce.
No, I said I'm tired, period.
I guess that leaves Bryce.
You said you're tired of something. I was like, I'm tired, period.
Oh, me too. It's quite late, so maybe this one won't be too long. We've got a lot of stuff to cover. This is kind of a recap / looking forward to the future of what we've missed and what's going to happen relatively soon. So, first of all, I'm going to do a little bit of an explanation here because I haven't gotten to yet. I didn't mean to take the summer off recording, but I was working a job in New Mexico, which left me little to no cell service, only my laptop, and no means of contacting Preston that was reliable whatsoever. And so I kind of decided for the summer we're gonna take a break. And so my apologies for taking 3 months off. I hope you guys enjoyed the couple of shorts that I put out that I had saved up. But yeah, now that we're back, or at least I'm back, we're going to try and get out content semi-reliably. I can't promise full reliability, but it's going to be at least semi-reliable. And we're going to work on upping the quality of the content so it's not unbearable like the first couple episodes of Season 1 were.
I'm also back. I was while Carter was in New Mexico, I was in the Bahamas. I was on vacation for 3 months. Got nice and tan, but now I'm back to my home, my childhood home in West Virginia, and now we are recording again. So let's take it away.
Oh, so you like my hair? Dude, I've got like a baseball player hair now. It's a baseball.
Dude, I love your hair. I love seeing every strand of your hair on your head right now.
Like, I almost don't want to cut it. It looks nice.
Do you like the misinformation I've already started spreading?
Bruh.
I think season 1 Preston was just like kind of mean to the viewers, kind of passive aggressive.
Season 2 is gonna be gaslight.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. That's the whole slogan.
All right, that's the new dynamic
for season 2.
The new dynamic for season 2.
That's the new dynamic. I'm just gonna start just like dropping just random facts that are not true at all. So,
well,
just be on the lookout for that.
Let's see, what are some things that we have missed? I think the last episode we recorded was in April.
Oh, Babe Ruth threw the first pitch at the Yankees game a couple months ago. We didn't talk about that.
Oh, okay. Stuff that actually happened. We missed pretty much all of the hockey playoffs. And by we, I meant me.
I played golf a couple days ago. That happened.
I'm trying to cover I'm trying to do a recap of what happened. All right, so
okay. Well, don't forget to mention that I played golf.
Preston played a whole bunch of golf, probably.
Not a whole bunch, like 18 holes bunch.
We've had the Stanley Cup playoffs go off in hockey. I almost said the Florida Panthers. The Vegas Golden Knights won it this year for their first
Hey,
time in
don't
franchise
spoil it.
history. Um,
Don't spoil it.
Baseball season's in full swing. The Braves look really good. Shohei Ohtani looks really good. Everything else is kind of, going.
The Cubs are hot right now.
There are a couple surprise teams like the Rangers and the Orioles and stuff. Um,
The Cubs are hot.
Cubs are hot. I don't pay too much attention to baseball. The NFL starts up in a couple of weeks. The first round of preseason games are over. College football starts up in a couple of weeks. So we're kind of in like that preseason mode. Like I don't want to say the NFL season is the biggest season because there are definitely like all four sports leagues are
Yeah, it was
important.
crazy to see that Zeke and Dalvin Cook both signed with the Seahawks. It's gonna be interesting to see how they manage their backs in there.
I think I like Rude Preston better. Misinformation
Yeah,
Preston is just not a good vibe.
it's actually Mr. Information Preston. I'm
Mr.
not a
Information
miss.
Preston.
Yeah,
That's gonna be the title
I'm
of
not
this.
a miss.
That is gonna be the title of this video. Mr. Misinformation or Mr. Information Preston or
That's me.
something like that.
That was my
Anyways,
nickname in high school.
you know, guess what started up today?
Um, wait, I know this. The NBA season.
No,
Um, oh, the no cart rule over here at my golf club
no.
because it was so wet on the ground. They couldn't take carts. That did start today.
This is something we covered a little bit last year that was pretty interesting to me, and I think you hated.
Wait, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. The NFL playoffs.
No,
Um, oh, Madden coming out.
oh my God, Preston, really?
It's only got 116 minutes left until it installs.
No, but the Little League World Series started today.
Well, no, that's already been going on. It's just they're at the stage. They're at the global stage now.
They're at the World Series stage now. I've actually been watching a couple of the games. I watched a couple of them today while working on some homework. Um,
I watched North Dakota versus South Dakota while I was eating lunch in the break room
I watched.
couple
Okay,
days
so
ago.
I was in the airport in Chicago and I watched was it Vermont versus New York, and then California
It was,
versus
yeah.
And then Cali versus Cali.
Yeah, it was.
And then I think
That was it.
I believe I saw Vermont win again. This will be the first. I've been on this empty Google page for the first 5-ish minutes, 6 minutes or whatever of this.
Did you know Vermont is actually the only state in the U.S. that starts with a V?
What in the world? Little League World Series. I'm just look up bracket or scores, maybe. I don't know. We're All right, we'll go on CBS Sports.
Let's do it.
Has this actually shown any?
The Hawaii team looks really good this year. That's what we said last year. I don't know how they look this year.
They're not even in it this year.
Wow, and you called me misinformation.
All right, Bleacher Report at least has updated it a little bit. Here we go. All right, so Panama defeated. Oh no, we don't want videos to play. That's gonna get me demonetized. I'm not even monetized to begin with. That's gonna get me copyright claim.
I think I'd get us demonetized.
Let's not get demonetized today, please. Panama defeated Europe Africa Republic or Europe Africa. The Metro, which was the Rhode Island team, defeated Henderson, Nevada 3-1. Japan threw a no-hitter against Cuba today, and Southwest, which is Texas, defeated Pennsylvania 2-1.
Wow.
Very interesting stuff there. I didn't know this, but the Little League Softball World Series is actually in Greenville, North Carolina.
Wow. Where's that?
I have no idea.
Did you know that the Little League World Series is actually has the potential for any better to be their most profitable event of the year, because the lines that are made up for the Little League World Series are almost entirely just flip a coin. Just they really have no idea with these 12-year-olds how they're going to perform in game. So all you got to do is find a crazy underdog and throw a ton of money on them, and then find a player on the opposite team and just like DM them on Instagram. You can find all their social medias. Just be like, "Hey, I'll give you $100 if you lose this game," and then there you go. That's all it really takes.
So yeah, throwing Little League World Series games for $100. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, you find like someone who's like plus 1,100. You throw like $500 on them to win 5,500, and then you just pay a kid $100 if his team loses. Obviously, he's going to take that. $100 is enough to get him like, I don't even know what kids want these days. Probably V-Bucks.
I've got something. So here's a good story. We go to the NHL.com. I know it's not hockey season, but this is something I want to talk about, seeing as it's really close to home. Did you see the Hurricanes have signed a 20-year lease extension at PNC Arena?
I saw that.
And
did you see that hurricanes are one of the most devastating natural disasters in the world?
I knew that already. Yes, I kind of learned that in my science classes growing up.
I'm just educating the youths of America who watch this.
We signed a 20-year lease extension that is going to include a $300 million investment. And they're putting in like they're putting in like a parking garage, an indoor music venue, 150,000 square feet of office space, multifamily residential units, even more people moving to this area. Exactly what we need. And kind of just like upgrades to PNC itself, because we love PNC Arena, but it's kind of showing its age now, and it is definitely needing some upgrades. There are more modern venues out there for most college teams than there is for our pro hockey team, which also benefits the NC State Wolfpack basketball team too, because they happen to play in the same place.
Well, nobody really cares about them, so it's okay.
Yeah, you got to win stuff for people to care about you.
I mean, you at least have to be entertaining. You don't necessarily have to win. Yeah. But people care about the Browns, and they want to get the number because they're entertaining. I mean, you got sexual predators, criminals, domestic violence,
helmet swingers.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to win; just gotta be entertaining. If NC State just took the time to have a few lawsuits, have a few criminal charges, a lot more people would be into them. A lot more people would watch, support them, root for them. You know, it's the classic underdog story with illegal activities.
That sounds more like the 2000s Ravens story than anything.
I feel like Carter's going to magically lose my audio for this episode.
There's a good chance. Actually, I can't magically lose your audio because our audio is literally on the same singular audio track for this one. So if I cut you out, I cut me out as well, which is unfortunate.
Well, that's good because I've said some really out-of-pocket stuff, which is all going to be in there.
Yep, it is, unfortunately. We've got NFL football coming up. Woo!
We do.
We've also got college football coming up.
Justin Fields for MVP.
That might be the most out-of-pocket thing you've said all day.
Did you see his stat line? 3 completions for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, but no, wow. They were the most...
The guy is so good.
That was the most Tom Brady-esque stat line of all time. Yeah, guess how many
-2 air yards? Yeah, -2 air yards?
Per pass. He had -6 air yards the whole day.
But he knew to throw it behind the receiver so the blockers could set up their screen. He's just such a mastermind. I don't see how you can't vote him for MVP.
Okay, shout out to the play caller for the Chicago Bears because they know exactly what their quarterback is capable of, and that was about it. He can run. He's got good legs. but he's like Diet Lamar Jackson. He can't
Shout out
throw.
to Tua Tagovailoa for getting a full sleeve during the offseason. That's my quarterback.
Shout out to Tua for not getting a concussion yet as well.
Um, actually,
Here it
hate to
comes.
break it to you. Hate to break it to you. Fresh out of camp, he was going to visit Jalen Ramsey in the hospital after he tore his meniscus. And as he was coming in, someone removed the wet force line and he slipped and banged directly into his head.
Oh
So
no! Already?
yeah, he actually fell like a cartoon character. Like his legs came out from under him and he went head first onto the concrete and cracked open his skull, got another concussion. He'll be back for week 2 though.
Rip Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah, if he actually gets concussion week 2, I mean, come back here. I'm a time traveler.
Yeah, we've already discussed this. But last thing on the I have a couple more things on this whole PNC arena thing. I believe I read somewhere, and this is pretty cool, that because of this expansion, I believe I read somewhere that there will be another Stadium Series game in the Raleigh area within 5 years of the completion of this.
And I actually read in a book that there was a hungry caterpillar and it ate a ton of food. So, dude, I don't know what I'm on today.
Are you
I'm
drunk?
off my rocker. I'm not drunk actually. I can be if you like.
See,
Give me
if I look up Stadium Series game for Raleigh though, it's just going to be the one that was played this year.
yeah, exactly. What's the policy on profanity in season 2? I don't think we've discussed this.
Same as season 1.
So use it as much as you can.
No.
Gotcha.
Here it is.
What
Okay.
can you
Hang on.
just let
I
me
just
know,
I
like,
just
can you
got
just say
I just got the news. I just found the news. It's on Sportsnet.
okay, well can you just say the words that we shouldn't be saying just so I know which words to avoid?
No, I'm not. That is ridiculous. Here it is.
So avoid no, avoid that is ridiculous. Okay, got it.
What? There's definitely more to it than just this.
Alright, carry on.
Maybe if I go to the Hurricanes Twitter, I can find this. And yes, it's still Twitter. It's not X. X is stupid.
It actually is X. Maybe you should go to the Hurricanes Threads account.
I don't know how to use Twitter.
Well, that's because Twitter doesn't exist anymore. I actually found, while you're looking this up, I actually found a pretty cool statistic today. Apparently 39% of car crashes involve a drunk driver, which means that 61% of car crashes do not involve a drunk driver, which means it's more dangerous to drive sober than drunk. So take that into consideration.
I'm gonna have to give you a suspension.
I mean, you can try to put me down, but I'm telling everyone what the people want to hear. So
Yep.
Just saying.
Type in the comments if this is what you want to hear from us.
We are going to get a lot of comments saying that's what we want to hear. I know some dedicated fans. There's one. His username starts with a 2. I think it's something about chipmunks. He's always been a big fan of me. Known him since 3rd grade.
I need to see if I can find this.
This is some quality content.
This is horrible content.
We should sit in silence like this more often.
We should. In fact, I'm probably just gonna cut most of this out.
We should have. No, you can't cut it. I said so many great things in this episode. We should just have an episode where we play the quiet game.
I am good.
Fine, we'll just have an episode where we play the silent game then.
All right.
There we go.
We need to. Okay, so let's keep this moving.
Yeah, we've been sitting in silence for a while.
Yeah,
so.
we have. Quality content,
Give
guys.
me too much.
Quality
you
content.
Give me too much time for the. You give me too much time for the intrusive thoughts to win.
Oh no, the intrusive thoughts have definitely been winning. All right, so since we're at the NFL preseason, I want 2 AFC teams, one that's kind of a favorite, and one that's a dark horse. And I want 2 NFC teams, one favorite, one dark horse, who are going to make the Super Bowl.
All right. So obviously AFC favorite. I gotta go with the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, there's just so many positives about them. They're almost the exact same team as they were last year. Not a whole lot of changes, and won the Super Bowl. One dark horse. Well, I'll do this. I'll do one dark horse and one previous playoff team that I think is going to miss the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
My dark horse, I'm going to go. I'm in between 2 teams here. I guess they're kind of a dark horse. I'm going to go with the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Darn it, that's exactly who I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to say they're good. They're going to be good. Trevor Lawrence is really developing. They've added some nice weapons. They have a good team that they built around them. To be different from Carter, I guess I'll also say the Los Angeles Chargers.
I mean,
I feel like Herbert.
Those 2 teams, I feel like, are the 2 best dark horses for the AFC. So I would agree with you there.
Yeah, I feel like Herbert could definitely make a huge leap this year. Austin Eckler. They just have so many good pieces.
All right, who's your playoff team from last year that's out?
Let's see. So definitely not the Chiefs. Definitely not the Bengals. Definitely not the Chargers, the Jags. They just said they're playoff teams. I could say the Dolphins, but that's kind of boring because, they were the last team in.
That leaves you with, the Bills.
It leaves me with the Bills and leaves me with, the Ravens, I think? Was it the Ravens? It was the Ravens, right?
I thought, was it? Who made the...
Ravens played the Bengals in round 1.
They did.
I'm going to go with the Ravens. Ravens. I think Ravens could easily miss this year. And I also just want to take this moment to stand on my soapbox and say that the Jets are not going to be as good as everyone says they are.
No.
The Jets are so overhyped. The Jets are the Denver Broncos of this year. Mark my words, they're not making the playoffs. Aaron Rodgers is not going to take that team to the next level. They're going to be good. They're going to win more games than they did last year. But Aaron Rodgers is not going to single-handedly make the Jets a playoff team.
Listen, Aaron Rodgers will take them to the AFC Championship game at the very best and then crap his pants, and the Chiefs or Bengals will make it back into the Super Bowl. And
that's not what's going to happen. Justin Fields is going to win MVP. He's going to lead the Bears through an undefeated season. The Bears are going to sweep through the playoffs, make it to the Super Bowl, and then they're going to face the Jets in the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers is going to throw a last-second Hail Mary to Randall Cobb, win the Super Bowl, and say, I still own you, and then retire as the owner of the Bears. Anyways, back to reality. Back to my NFC side.
Hang on, let me say my AFC side first.
True.
I think the Bengals. I think the Bengals. The Chiefs, for some reason, can't seem to put together 2 good playoff series in a row. So, I think this year the Bengals probably make it back. I would say the Bills, but I think the Bills have a tougher strength of schedule through the regular season, so they're not going to be getting as many home playoff games, and they don't play very well on the road. And I just think that I don't know. I don't have as much faith in the Bills. Madden
Curse as well.
curse. Yeah, it's true. Um, I feel like the team that's not going to make it. Sorry, Preston, but I don't know. I don't think I trust the Dolphins to make it.
Can I flip you off? Is that going to be too
Please don't do that.
too?
Let's
I'm
not.
not. Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay, I'll do it just above the camera then,
only
so you can't
okay.
see it.
Only because you said the Ravens though, and I also could go Chargers here.
Mm.
I feel like
There's a lot of good teams in the AFC,
the Chargers are very inconsistent, and I feel like that could also take them down. But it's not
and they have a
because
social media quarterback.
they do, and it's not because I think the Dolphins are getting worse. I think that other teams that are on their schedule have gotten a lot better, and so I think Tua's gonna have to take a step up this year. Jalen Ramsey getting hurt certainly doesn't help, and
We got
somebody
Eli Apple though.
eventually somebody other than Waddle and Hill is gonna have to produce on the offensive side.
That's what we got Miles Gaskin for.
We'll
I
see.
mean,
Now for the
obviously.
I'll go first for the NFC side.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I think
Go ahead.
the Eagles are the favorite team here. I think the Eagles definitely are the best team in the NFC still, and I don't think it's very close either. Um, a dark horse team. Let's see, a dark horse team. I mean, I like the New Orleans Saints because of their schedule. Now, I don't think they're a dark horse for the Super Bowl. Let me set this straight. I think they're a dark horse to be like a 10-win team though. I think they could win 10, 11 games and win the division pretty easily. That division sucks big time. And so I think the Saints are a dark horse team, and in terms of a dark horse team to actually make some noise and potentially get to a Super Bowl, I think the Lions, and I said this last year, and I wasn't entirely wrong about them being good last year. I said that they were going to be good than people expected them, more than people expected them to. But this year, I feel like the Detroit Lions, I feel like for sure they're a playoff team. Honestly, they're my pick to win the NFC North this year. I think they finish with 11. I think the Lions finish with 11 to 12 wins if they can get their act together and not have Detroit syndrome. Um, and then for a team that made the playoffs last year that I don't think will make it this year, the New York Giants are not making the playoffs again this year. That's just Daniel Jones is going to take a step back. Um, or they're going to guard Saquon enough to make Saquon not the whole offense. And if you put the back of the football team on Daniel Jones, they're not going to win. And so I feel like the Lions are out of the playoffs. But don't be surprised if the Vikings also miss the playoffs.
All right. Well, I got to be a little different from you. So I'm going to say my NFC pick, I'm going to go with the San Francisco 49ers. I feel like on paper they are one of the best teams in the league.
Overrated.
If not the best. Of course you would say that. Let's see. My dark horse. See, this one's tough. Because I don't really keep up with NFC news a ton. I'm trying to think if there's anyone decently good. I want to say, I guess I'll say the Vikings. I don't think they're really a dark horse per se, but I feel like it's so cut and dry in the NFC. You got the Eagles, you got the Niners, and then I feel like everyone else is at least one step behind them. So I guess they are kind of a dark horse, but Kirk Cousins' revenge season. Jay Jetta is still going to go strong. They're going to they got Dalvin Cook out of there, but he wasn't doing a whole lot anyways. Mm-hmm. They got T.J. Hawkinson at tight end. They got that rookie wide receiver with some deadly speed.
Henry Ruggs level deadly speed?
Not quite. But his dog did have an emergency, so if they just put him in the huddle and they say, "Hey, yo, your dog's having an emergency. You got to get to the end zone," the dude's gonna take off. He's gonna absolutely fly. But anyways, my team that I don't think is going to make the playoffs. I don't even have to. I could lock this in. I could put any amount of money on this right now, And it's one that you missed, Carter, and I didn't even remember they were in the playoff until I just pulled up the playoff picture. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not going back to the
Oh
playoffs.
my gosh, I forgot they were in the playoffs last year. Yeah,
exactly.
That is. I can't believe I missed that.
Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask, I mean,
hey, you know where the Buccaneers are going to become playoff time?
On their couch.
At home with Baker Mayfield.
They sure are. But yeah,
okay, so
I pulled up the.
I'm going to give you a 50-50 here. Is Baker Mayfield still going to be on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers when the season is over?
Yes, he will be.
Okay.
Out of just pure necessity of a quarterback, because who are they going to start? Kyle Trask.
Never know. Let's see. What else should we cover in this little thrown together impromptu episode?
We can cover Women's World Cup and how awful the U.S. Women's National
Team is. I know. What a disappointment. I was in New Mexico, so I really didn't pay too much attention to this. But I was starting to see, every so often I would get the from Fox Sports on my phone, and it would be like U.S. Women's National Team loses game, U.S. Women's National Team ties game that they should have won. So I saw that it was Megan Rapone's last stand with the U.S. and she ended up missing a penalty kick to lose it for the women's team.
Hey, all in all, the U.S. Women's National Team made me a total of $2.84 on sports betting, which is my second most profitable sport. So thank you, U.S. Women's National Team. I just bet on you guys beating Vietnam by more than 3 goals and the game being under 10 goals, which was a crazy inflated line for some reason. But yeah, thanks to that, I bet Vietnam plus 6.5 spread, something crazy like that. I was like, why? It was easy money. It was 3-0 was the game score. And then all the rest of the games, I didn't really bet too much on. I bet on them to beat the Netherlands. That didn't happen. I was like, all right, I'm done. Done with the women's national team.
All right.
I mean, so second most profitable sport at $2.84.
That's not good. So I want to close out with talking about a fantasy football league.
All right.
We are going to, for this season, we are going to be doing a Good Game Sportscast Viewers Fantasy Football League. If you are interested, drop a comment down below. I'm probably going to clip this.
All right, I will.
And put it as a separate video as well. So, because we kind of waited till the end to do this.
Just put it as a short. It's going to be better.
We'll put it as a short or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out. I'm gonna have
my out of comment.
I'm gonna have the information.
All my out of pocket comments into a short. That'll be good.
I'll let you handle that.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna do a fantasy football league with our subscribers this season, hoping to get enough to fill it up. If not, we'll run with whatever we can get. Maybe do some fantasy hockey in there. Come hockey season, I don't know about that one yet. But definitely want to try and get you, the viewers, more involved. Try to get some interactive opportunities going here to try to showcase you guys as well. Kind of build a
community. For the fantasy league is going to be $500. So just Venmo Carter. He'll drop his Venmo down below.
No.
And you can trust us. We will pay you back if you win.
We're not doing a buy-in. We cannot do that.
Buy-in is $500. Winner gets $50. So go ahead and just Venmo us. We'll put together a business Venmo for the podcast just to make everything nice and official. Just drop your money in there. If you win, you get $50. Pretty good deal.
All right, we're not actually doing a pay. It's just gonna be a for fun league. We're not doing any sort of payments. First of all, I think that's.
I've already put my deposit in.
Well, if you put your $500 deposit in, I really appreciate that, Preston. You can.
Yeah, I hope I win.
Yeah, if you do, I'll make sure to return you $50 of that $500 deposit. Anyways,
Good.
guys, this is kind of it for the impromptu
For the
second
podcast.
episode of season 2.
This is it
Podcast
for the
episodes
podcast.
will either be out every Friday or every other Friday. I don't know which one yet. We're kind of shooting for some other kind of content too, and trying to not just be a podcast, because while the podcast is great and I love doing it, um, they take longer to record, they take longer to edit, and all that stuff. So either every week or every other week we'll have a podcast episode out. We're gonna try and work through some technological kinks, so it's not like this. There's not a black screen around Preston, and I'm not looking at a Google open new tab screen for 30 minutes at a time. So hopefully, we're gonna try and work out a little more professionalism as we go through this, but at the same time, not so much that it doesn't become, that it becomes corporate. We want it to still be us.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching the last ever episode of the podcast. We appreciate all of you who have been back since day one. It's been a great ride. We love you all, except for the first 105 of you, or how many subscribers we currently have when this goes up. We don't love any of you guys. But anyways, thank you for supporting us through our wonderful journey. It's been great. We wish we could keep going, but it's just become too much for us to do. So this is our retirement from podcast.
This is
Thank you
your
guys for being
retirement.
so supportive.
I'm never retiring.
You'll have to one day.
Well, one day I'll retire, but hopefully by then I've made enough.
Jesus gives you the big thumbs down.
Anyways, guys, we appreciate you guys tuning in to the second episode of season 2. More great things along this in store. Go check out the video of Bryce attempting NFL geography and me crushing the list of Super Bowl winners from Super Bowl 1 to 57. Go watch the shorts. Go promote the shorts. Do everything along with that. And yeah,
this will be season 2, episode 0. Just every episode number is how many drinks I will have before recording. So we will start that up very soon here. So
I am not encouraging
stay
this.
tuned for episode 25. That's gonna be a doozy.
All right, we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Thanks for watching the video, guys. Click here to see another video that YouTube thinks you should watch, and click here to subscribe to our channel.